Accra, a thriving West African city, embodies the pulse of Ghanaian hospitality.
Sijali hakuna pressure, hadi kama mind clear, pole pole tunatembea, sema
good morning. Hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the inauguration of this new facility. This is a WAGMC facility. For now, we need to wait a little while because we're waiting for the arrival of the Minister for Education. But regardless, we're going to start by 10:45. So kindly relax and enjoy the music. We'll start very soon. Thank you.
Understand.
Ladies and gentlemen, shall we all rise as we receive the Minister for Education? May we kindly take our seats. The Minister of Education, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Academic and Student Affairs, the Registrar, Provost of the College of Health Sciences, the La Traditional Council, Chief of Staff of the Ochehene, the Osumanche, the World Bank representatives, Secretary General of the AAU, Director General of GTEC, UGMC Board Chair, SCFG Board Chair, ladies and gentlemen, a very good welcome to you. Good morning to you all, and welcome to the inauguration of the newly built facility. This is an ultra-modern facility for the West African Genetic Medicine Center. This morning, we are not just celebrating the inauguration of this facility, but we're celebrating the advancement of medical research in genetics right here in Ghana. And what would be the best place to celebrate this than right here in the University of Ghana campus? My name is Judith Brown. I'm a broadcast journalist, and I'll be your host for this morning. We start with a welcome address, as well as the introduction of the chairperson. And to do that for us, let's kindly, with a round of applause, invite onto the stage the Provost for the College of Health Sciences. He is Professor Alfred Yorsing. A round of applause for him.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister of Education, the Vice Chancellor, the Registrar of the University of Ghana, the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Academic and Student Affairs, all other university officials here present, deans, provost, deans, directors, heads of department, members of faculty. We are also privileged to have traditional authorities with us. We are very grateful for your coming. And our venerable partners who are here with us this morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends of the media, you are most welcome to the University of Ghana and to the College of Health Sciences. I'll provide a brief welcome to all of us, and I'll begin by congratulating the director of the center, staff, students, and partners of this center for your invaluable contribution to what we are witnessing today, this laudable achievement. And I'm proud to say that we are happy the West Africa Genetic Medicine Center is part of the College of Health Sciences, and we are very proud of that. Can we give ourselves a round of applause? The center, as we call WAGMC, is an African higher education center of excellence in the college and in the university, and was established by Professor Solomon Fifi Ofori Akwa in response to a call by the World Bank. You heard us mentioning how happy we were to have partners from the World Bank around this morning as part of the African Centers of Excellence Impact Project. So after a successful grant application, Prof became the first director of the center. Congratulations again, Prof. So relevant for this occasion, on the 4th of July 2022, the there was a sword cutting ceremony for the construction of this multi-purpose edifice, for which we are gathered here today to commission. It's been well done, and we are very happy to be here today to commission this magnificent edifice, which will contribute immensely to the university's vision for teaching, learning, service delivery, and contribution to general public health. The details of what is contained in the building will be aptly demonstrated to us as we move on in the program. We are most optimistic that the completion of the building complex is a major milestone towards the accomplishment of the center's goal of becoming a hub for genomic training and research in Africa. Research at this center is going to be largely focused on sickle cell, a topic that is very dear to the heart of the Ministry of Health as well as to the nation and the African continent in general. The center, as we are here today, has already started providing significant contribution to the university apart from their core mandate, and we are very happy for the support they are providing the College of Health Sciences and the university. I believe Director will tell us more. I was at Noguchi yesterday for the 45th celebration and also launching the scientific conference for this year, and I commended them highly for maintaining their edifice and the aesthetics of the environment. You see, Noguchi is 45 years, but you still see their buildings very well maintained. I believe we are going to do same for this center, and when the story comes to be told, some years later, we will come and meet the edifice as it is today that we are commissioning. Honorable Minister, the Vice Chancellor, and all herein gathered, we are sincerely grateful that you could join us this morning to be able to commission this building and put it to the use for which it was constructed. Thank you very much. I have the singular honor to introduce the chair for the occasion and our own Vice Chancellor, Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo. I won't say much. I will invite the VC to be here. VC, most welcome.
Thank you, Provost Yorson. Your Honorable Minister for Education and Special Guest of Honor, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, Pro-Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs, Registrar, Provost College of Health Sciences, the founding director of the West Africa Genetic Medicine Center, Professor Fifi Oforiakwa, representatives from the World Bank, the Association of African Universities, and the Director General of Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, and other reps, deans, directors, heads of department, faculty staff, and students, specially invited guests, the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. Good morning to you all. Good morning. Yeah, that sounds like people who've had a good breakfast. Yes. The provost welcomed you, but he knows I like to do the job of welcoming. He welcomed you to the College of Health Sciences, but it is my privilege to welcome you to the University of Ghana. Back in July 2022, I performed the sword cutting ceremony to commence construction of this magnificent edifice. I'm therefore filled with excitement to be back here today for the commissioning of the West African Genetic Medicine Center, WAGMC building complex. WAGMC is an African higher education center of excellence in the College of Health Sciences here at the University of Ghana. In response to a call by the World Bank for the establishment of African Centers of Excellence impact projects, Professor Fifi Oforiakwa, the former Dean of the School of Biomedical and Allied Health Sciences, in collaboration with Faculty of SBAS, and the University of Ghana Medical School proposed the establishment of an ACE with a focus on genetic disorders such as sickle cell disease and other common genetic diseases. Here we are today witnessing not just the inauguration of the building of another research center on Legon campus, but through this we also celebrate the impact WAGMC is already making. The building, which was completed in May this year, was inspected by the World Bank in June. The $1.5 million WAGMC building complex offers a 2,800 square meter working space, including 220 square meter open laboratory, 200-seater auditorium, which we are in now, a biorepository, multiple smart classrooms, a genetic counseling clinic, a graduate room, a boardroom, and administrative and faculty offices. We will get to see all of these later on. These are all fitted with contemporary equipment to serve faculty, staff, and students to enhance learning and research. The completion of the building is a major milestone towards the accomplishment of the center's goal of becoming a global hub for genomics training and research in Africa. On this note, I'd like to acknowledge Professor Fifio Foriakwa and the hard-working team behind this project, right from conceptualization to completion, for a good work done. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, WAGMC's operations cover three core areas: development of postgraduate programs, research in genetics, and community engagement. WAGMC developed and offers the first and only MSc genetic counseling program in sub-Saharan Africa since 2021. I thought this would receive some applause. The program provides in-depth genetics knowledge and communication skills for patient care. In addition to the genetic counseling program, the center has also developed MPhil and PhD programs in medical molecular genetics, which have been reviewed and approved at the university level and currently undergoing accreditation at the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. The Director General is here, and I'm sure that after this program, immediately after this program, you're going to receive your letter of accreditation. WAGMC also offers short courses to provide continuous professional development to healthcare practitioners in genetics. This includes genetic education and counseling for sickle cell conditions and the allied health genomics. In the area of research, WAGMC is home to the Sickle Gen Africa Network, a flagship sickle cell disease project and the largest SCD cohort study globally, funded by the National Institutes of Health. Other projects include Ghana SPARCO, a collaboration with the University of Pittsburgh to sequence genomes of children with SCD. Additionally, the center runs an industry-funded pilot project exploring the ethics of gene-based cares and patient immune responses to viral treatments for SCDs. Since its inception, WAGMC has demonstrated commitment to improving access to genetic health in Ghana through community engagement. In 2020, the center provided free genetic testing and screening for over 2,000 people in the eastern region of Ghana in collaboration with Ochihene Otsajefo Nana Amwetia Oforipenyin. The center has since 2022 expanded its free genetic screening and testing coverage nationwide under the Ghanaian Genome Genome project in collaboration with several other traditional rulers in the Greater Accra, Central, Ashanti, Volta, and Upper East regions of Ghana. The center's community engagement activities will continue to serve and impact the country for years to come. As a university with a vision to achieve global impact through innovative research, teaching, and learning, using a technology-driven and a people-centered approach. The University of Ghana is proud of the niche WAGMC is creating for itself as a beacon of excellence in the study of genomics, not only in Ghana, but within the sub-region. At its core, this research center embodies our university's commitment to advancing cutting-edge knowledge and solving the challenges of our time. This is a space where curiosity will be nurtured, questions will be asked, and answers will be found. It is a space where bold ideas will take root and grow into solutions that would have real-world impact. The completion of this project is testament to the power of engagement and partnership and will contribute tremendously to the realization of the university's 5 strategic priorities, namely transformative student experience, impactful research, commitment to faculty and staff, engagement and partnership, and sustainable resource mobilization and stewardship. Before I take my seat, I'd like to express management's profound gratitude to the World Bank and other partner institutions for providing funding and other support to set up and operationalize WAGMC. I also want to thank the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, as well as the Association of African Universities, for the various roles that they have played. Thank you for your belief in the power of research and your commitment to your shared vision. To the researchers, staff, and students of WAGMC, you are the heart and soul of this center. It is your curiosity, resilience, and drive that will define the legacy of the space. And finally, let me also acknowledge the members of the La Traditional Council who are here with us. We are expecting the Osu Traditional Council members to join us. We acknowledge your presence, we appreciate you, and we thank you for always responding to our invitations enthusiastically. As we look ahead, I am filled with excitement about the impact that awaits us. Together, let us make WAGMC not only a hub of academic excellence, but also a beacon of hope, innovation, and positive change for the world. Thank you for your attention.
Or you can do it better for the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Nanaba Appiah-Ampho. Thank you very much. Would like to have some messages by donor and project facilitating agencies. And firstly, we'll invite the Director General of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. He is Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullahi. A round of applause for him. Oh, let's do this better as he walks on stage.
Good morning. So protocol-wise, when the minister is around, heads of agencies take the back bench. So as you can see, I'm sitting behind the Honorable Minister. So Minister, with your permission, I want on behalf of GTech to congratulate the University of Ghana. For us as a commission, we are not surprised. And we are not surprised about what you've done. In fact, when we were having our National Tertiary Education Conference, Prof. Solomon, when he was speaking to the impact that this center has on the university, based on the visual presentation that we saw, I was very impressed. But when I got here, I told Edmond that this facility on its own stands the chance of being a university. I think they deserve a hand of applause. We will only wish you well. And as we indicated during our interaction, the A centers are centers not just of excellence, but centers of emulation. And we want to be like you. And if we want to be like you, it means that the sky must be the limit. Congratulations once again. Thank you so much.
Once again, a round of applause. will get some messages as well from the AAU, and she will also be representing the World Bank. Let's can invite Dr. Silva.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister, Dr. Yao Osei Adunto, Director General, GTEC, Professor Jinapo, Distinguished Vice Chancellor, University of Ghana, Professor Nana Aba Amfo, traditional authorities present, development partners, distinguished researchers and faculty, ladies and gentlemen. It is an immense honor to stand before you today at the commissioning of the West Africa Genetic Medicine Center of Excellence building. This milestone is a remarkable leap forward in realizing the S-Impact's vision of strengthening higher education and research across West Africa. On behalf of the African Centers of Excellence community, World Bank, and Association of African Universities, which is the regional facilitating unit for S-Impact, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to WAGMC team, Professor Solomon Ofori Akwa, and the University of Ghana, Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, and all partners for this remarkable achievement. It's been a long journey, but I recall a few months ago, Prof had assured us that no, this building will be done before the project closure, and he really stood by his words. Supported by the World Bank, the S-Impact project is transforming higher education in Africa with a focus on STEM, health, and agric. Our main aim is to improve the quality, relevance, and accessibility of postgraduate education and research by equipping universities with resources, expertise, and infrastructure like what we see today. These are all necessary to foster innovations and address the region's pressing development challenges. Today, we inaugurate not just a building, but a beacon of hope, as Prof, the Vice Chancellor of Ghana, has already indicated. This is a space that has been designed to train the next generation of genetic medicine experts, tackling evolving health issues, particularly sickle cell disease and genetic disorders. This state-of-art facility, we must say, it's beautiful and one of the best maybe, with advanced laboratories, classrooms, and conference spaces, will empower the University of Ghana in its mission to lead cutting-edge research while developing future leaders in these crucial fields. World-class infrastructure is essential for global competitiveness, and S-Impact has prioritized creating high facilities to meet this need. Through its result-based financing approach, which has been denoted by DLI 4.3, that's a disbursement-linked indicator for infrastructure and learning, specifically aiming to equip centers like WAGMC to excel globally. This commitment includes well-equipped laboratories, classrooms, research facilities that attract top-tier faculty and students, fostering an innovation and environment that is ripe for discovery. We listened to Professor Solomon Akwa Ofori 2 days ago at the GTEC event, where he presented some of the innovations that are happening within this center. And in his submission, he indicated that WAGMC attained a status of world's largest sickle cell disease study cohort, and this speaks to its potential to drive groundbreaking research and academic excellence. Indeed, the modern facility we see today will enable the students and researchers to do advanced technologies and connecting to the wider scientific community across Africa. As the S-Impact project approaches its conclusion, that's in June 2025, institutional commitment to sustaining and enhancing these achievements becomes critical. We are so proud to have also listened to our Vice Chancellor for the past 1 week at the GTEC event, indicating her dedication and unwavering support to build on this ACE Impact legacy. Thank you very much, Professor. Sustaining this kind of initiative is essential for longevity, and this facility holds vast potential for both innovation hub and revenue generating asset. By strategically commercializing certain services here at WAGMC and also partnering with industry, we see WAGMC can establish a model of a financial independence. Let me again commend the WAGMC team led by Professor Solomon Ofori-Akwa for the hard work brought this vision to life. Your commitment, dedication with all your team members for the center will build everlasting success in Ghana and beyond. To the students who are here and researchers who are also in attendance today, we know this incredible facility will be beneficial for your future. We urge you to seize every opportunity that the facility offers to continue pushing the boundaries of knowledge and innovation. As I close, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to all our partners, the World Bank, AFD, university leadership, and the government of Ghana for the steadfast support for the ACE Impact project. May this building inspire innovation, foster groundbreaking research, catalyze positive change in Africa's genetic health landscape. Thank you very much.
Well, let's do it better for her. We'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Otsu Manche, who has just joined us right now. A round of applause for him. Welcome, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a mini documentary, and it's titled The WAGMC Story, Improving Access to Genetic Health in Ghana. Enjoy.
In Ghana every year, thousands of young lives are lost to a preventable tragedy. Sickle cell disease claims the futures of innocent children torn from their families far too soon. Imagine losing your child before they reach 5 years old. A devastating reality for countless families due to a lack of simple life-saving screening. In the West, newborns are screened for up to 80 genetic disorders. But in sub-Saharan Africa, including Ghana, this crucial program is unavailable. In 2006, the need to develop programs for these conditions was addressed by the World Health Organization. The organization passed a resolution and gave recommendations.
The West African Genetic Medicine Center, WAGMC, tackles two significant challenges. Firstly, it addresses the developmental hurdles in establishing genetic programs in Ghana and West Africa. Secondly, it aims to fulfill the World Health Assembly Resolution WHA 59.20 in 2006, which urged African member states to develop medical genetics capacity to manage sickle cell disease. Sickle cell disease is a debilitating chronic illness and the most prevalent genetic disorder in West Africa, affecting about 2% of live births and resulting in a 75% mortality rate by the age of 5.
The visionary. In 2017, Professor Fifi Ofori-Aqua, a Ghanaian geneticist committed to sickle cell disease in particular, assembled over 30 scientists and doctors to establish the Sickle Gen Africa Network. The opportunity. In 2018, the World Bank made a call for proposals to establish regional centers of excellence aimed at equipping Africa with postgraduate education to address major developmental challenges on the continent. The visionary therefore leveraged the need and the opportunity to propose the birth of West African Genetic Medicine Center, WAGMC.
The West African Genetic Medicine Center is one of the 3 World Bank African Centers of Excellence here at the University of Ghana. I call it our baby ACE because it is the youngest of these 3 centers.
We started WAGMC initially as a project that was funded by the World Bank Group as part of the African Centers of Excellence Impact Project, ACE Impact. And I have to commend my colleagues who joined me in the application process. Professor Margaret Latte, who was then Dean of the medical school, Professor Lorna Rena, a very renowned pediatric oncologist, Dr. Jomo Adu, a nephrologist, who was the PI of the H3 Africa Kidney Project, and Professor Andrew J. in pathology. We're supported by several partners, including the Ministry of Health and the Ghana Health Service. The Minister of Health actually wrote a letter to support our application, and several sectoral partners, locally the Sickle Cell Foundation of Ghana and our colleagues from abroad, Novartis International, all supported us to secure the funding. We operated as a project for a couple of years, and then we wrote to the university for WAGMC to be incorporated as a center within the university, and the Council of the University of Ghana approved for WAGMC to be part of the University of Ghana as a center.
WAGMC is focused on 3 major pillars: education and training, research, and community and public engagement. In education and training, WAGMC has developed 3 graduate degree programs and several short courses in genetics. The degree programs are Master of Science in Genetic Counseling, Master of Philosophy, and PhD in Medical Molecular Genetics.
In addition to the impactful and innovative research going on at the center, it also introduced a very innovative and multidisciplinary program, postgraduate program, which is the MSc in Genetic Counseling.
WAGMC's educational programs aim to train health professionals in the competencies needed to manage genetic disorders in West Africa, thereby bridging the skills gap. I believe that collaborating with international academic institutions and faculty, including my affiliated Imperial College London, from the outset has been crucial in developing curricula comparable to those in advanced countries such as the UK and USA. The flagship MSc Genetic Counseling course, which is accredited by the UK's Royal Society of Biology, is the first of its kind in Africa outside South Africa. Graduation of the first cohort of genetic counseling trainees in 2024 marks a significant milestone in achieving one of WAGMC's central goals.
WAGMC has supported students outside of the center. During the 75th anniversary celebrations, WAGMC had the 75 for 75, where he donated 75 laptops to 75 graduate students. WAGMC has supported the construction and renovation of laboratories in the School of Biomedical and Allied Health Sciences. In addition to this, WAGMC has supported the upgrade of Wi-Fi on the Kolebu campus.
In research, WAGMC has established the largest cohort study of sickle cell disease in the world.
With research, our primary area has been sickle cell disease. The Sickle Cell Disease Genomics of Africa is the one project that really helped give birth to WAGMC. This was a project involving 30 colleagues in 16 institutions in Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, United Kingdom, and the United States. And if I may, just to list a few of the accomplishments of our Sickle Gen Africa project. We've enrolled the largest cohort of sickle cell patients, over 7,000 patients enrolled into this study. It makes it the largest in the world. In the process, we have accumulated over 30,000 samples of DNA, plasma, red cell lysates. Again, this is the largest in the field, and the largest data set for echocardiograms. 1,000 adult sickle cell patients with echo data that is available for future research. We've also contributed to improving our understanding of why sickle cell patients get acute kidney injury. And perhaps most importantly, the Sickle Gen Africa project helped lay the foundation for the application that we sent to the World Bank to create WAGMC. So overall, our research has not only helped us to advance science, but also provided an infrastructure basis to establish WAGMC.
Community and public engagement arguably is what has propelled WAGMC into national prominence. In this area, WAGMC has conducted 2 major activities multiple times over the past 5 years. The first is the Medical Caravan and the nationwide GH Genome Project.
Yochihin, as part of his 20th anniversary celebrations, invited the center to coordinate and implement a medical caravan. Then we took the opportunity to screen for one of the commonest genetic disease that we have in our environment, and that is sickle cell disease. Apart from that, we also screen for breast cancer and prostate cancer.
The GH Genome Project encapsulated general medical screenings, public lectures, media engagements, and direct public engagements in the form of vox pops.
What's it? What's it, dear? Mimi Shati. What is it? Ishana, madam. Man, Mbukatu Parakabwana. I do be pa. Okay. Can you panya? What can you pack at Mana Balera? So facially, woman bapam, and maybe temperamentally, bam punyama. But the kana structure wise, Mapolo can love.
We are aware that whatever we do in the laboratories and also in the classroom, ultimately, we are going to involve the public somehow. And so it's better that we engage them early in all our research. So for instance, for the Sickle Gen Africa project, we did extensive focus group and community engagement. And this gave us the idea for the GH Genome Project. And GH Genome Project was a combination of public lectures. For the public lectures, we partnered with University of Cape Coast, University of Development Studies in Tamale, KNUST in Kumasi.
GH Genome Project moved from region to region, the community entry, ensuring that we perform what we call medical screening. And the one that was held in Kumasi under the Hospital of Kwame University of Science and Technology was held at the forecourt of the Menchia Palace. We had the blessing of His Majesty King Kaseti II, and he helped us to be able to conduct this. My hope and expectation is that we will continue and build a formidable health system with a component which has been missing for a while through genetic medicine counseling.
With its new ultra-modern facility, WAGMC is looking forward to doing even better in its core activities of education and training, research, and community and public engagement.
With this new building, WAGMC has ensured that they have built in record time, and also according to cost, they have been very diligent about cost saving, but also ensuring that we have the highest quality possible.
And part of being a fabric of the University of Ghana is to have a physical presence. And so we're very pleased when the Vice Chancellor and the Development Committee gave us a piece of land between Noguchi and UGMC for us to put up our building. This work involved a committee overseeing all aspects of the construction. The committee would consist of members from the Logistic Directorate, the Estate Department that we call here PDMSD, and also colleagues from WAGMC.
WAGMC envisions an Africa where there's improved access to genetic health for all.
We will continue to engage the traditional leaders who are the custodians of the community, and ultimately work towards awareness and early detection of genetic diseases for a better outcome.
Any student who comes here will very much wish to study in these spaces, and the faculty and staff are also extremely happy to be working in such a well-resourced space. I look forward to WAGMC making the desired impact in the next few years. So congratulations, WAGMC, and I can only expect more from the center.
Our ultimate goal is to improve access to genetic health in Ghana and West Africa through education and training, research, and community and public engagement. This is our story.
Indeed, this is the WAGMC story. I think we owe them a big round of applause, the WAGMC team. A lot of work has gone into this project. It is no mean feat. Honorable Minister, Vice Chancellor, permit me to stand on existing protocols to invite onto the stage the brain and the man behind the WAGMC story. Ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause and probably a standing ovation, help me invite onto the stage the director for the West African Medicine Center, Genetic Medicine Center, Professor Fifi Oforiakwa. Oh, do it better for him.
Thank you, thank you. I'm just going to confess, I'm not very good at this protocol thing, so I'm going to stand on all existing protocol. I hear that covers it. Just a couple of names to mention. Honorable Minister, today we know I think it's Ghana's Farmers' Day, and the Minister could be doing something else and decided to join us, so we are eternally grateful. Vice Chancellor is always there to support us. And VC, thank you for the confidence that you placed in WAGMC and giving us the freedom to create on behalf of the university. I always get excited when I see traditional leaders, Osumanche, who it blows my mind each time I see him. And today I'm so happy that we have representatives from the La traditional areas as well. Colleagues, you know who you are. It's really emotional to stand here, to be part of this celebration. And so let's see what I've put together for you, okay? All right, first slide. So I'm going to do this in two parts to talk about how this building came to be. And I want to start with these folks that I've been working with for years, who are probably glad the project is over. Kwame, you see here, is the architect. In the middle is Fred Akufo, the project manager. Kingsley is the quantity surveyor. And we have a structural engineer who is very shy. Trust me, I combed everywhere on the internet for a picture. I couldn't find a single picture of this lady. Gertrude, are you here? So I'm going to embarrass her if she's here. I asked her for a picture, she didn't give it to me. But these are the folks who worked day and night, and I'm a very hard taskmaster. I'll call you at 2 a.m. if there's a question that needs to be addressed at 2 a.m. These are the architects, engineers, and surveyors that did the work, and I want to acknowledge them. And then we have the contractors. We have contractors that believed in the vision of the project and understood that even if an IPC was taking a little while to process, we're all doing this for the greater good, and they understood. The Global Management Construction Limited, GMC, were responsible for what we call the shell and core. So they started from the foundation all the way to the roof. And they are represented here by 5 people, but there's one particular person who, to me, was synonymous with GMC, and that was Jawad. So Jawad, you see that nice pose Jawad has there? So that's Jawad. And Jawad, thank you so much. This guy was doing casting at 3 a.m. The first concrete was cast at 3 a.m. I remember that. And then for the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, we had 5-star company, represented here by Mr. Asamoah. I'm sure I have called Mr. Asamoah more than his wife over the last 10 years. Because, Mr. Asamoah, where are you? And he will respond. UCIA, Ghana Limited. Those of you who drove, that wonderful road you see was constructed by UCIA, Ghana Limited. And the CEO is here. And he has a special place in my heart. And then, of course, Zalia Power Enterprise, also represented here by their CEO. All the external work you see was done by Zalia. These are the people who built this place. I said earlier, and I thank the Vice Chancellor for having the confidence to trust what we were doing. And so VC appointed an oversight committee that oversaw all aspects of the construction. I'm only showing a few here. Some of them I've already mentioned, so I'm not showing them here again. But Judith Osel-Labi at the top, to the extreme right, Professor Lorna, the administrator of WAGMC, Melissa, Dr. Kuji, the guy in the middle, I don't know whether he's here. He's a procurement guy. Isaiah Buete. That means every single thing that we purchased, including the seats you are sitting on, Isaiah had to process it. And when he saw a phone call from me, he would call, Prof, I'll call you back, because he knew he had to process something. And he would do it. Esther Brobe was head of our Environmental and Social Safeguards Committee. We had to be sure that we had enough space in between the chairs, for instance. So Esther did that for us. And then Lydia Mani, a very experienced procurement person, helped us put the whole thing together. So today, I know we are here to do inauguration, and very soon the minister will have the pleasure to unveil the inauguration plaque. But I wanted to focus, before we do that, on an inauguration plaque recognizing those who help us get here. The architects, engineers, quantity surveyors, contractors, and the oversight committee. So please, if you see your name on that list, would you me the honor of standing up for a second? Jawad, I can see you there. That's why I put you all there, so I can see you. So these are the people who built this building. The building is a 2,600 square meter facility. You will get to see it either in person or virtually, doing the work for the MC a little bit. When the minister gets up to unveil the plaque, from there, we'll do a physical tour for the minister. And we would really appreciate if the rest of you will stay, because as the minister is going, we have a camera following him, and we'll do a live stream onto this very screen. And then it will be followed by a virtual tour documentary. So you're not going to miss anything. So this building, I want to say to you that this building is going to be a catalyst for transformative work in research in Ghana. This is what WAGMC has already done when we were operating from 6 rooms that the Vice Chancellor and the Director of Academic Affairs gave us. I'm not going to go through the list. But if we can do this patching, then with this facility, we have to do a lot better. So we stand on the foundations of our accomplishments to propel of more what we do. And I just want to give you, some of this has already been mentioned, so I just want to give you a quick brief. In terms of awards, we have awarded fellowships of a variety to 173 students, up to the tune of over $1.2 million in 5 years to this university. I'm waiting for it. Some of this has already been mentioned, but we've developed programs, degree programs, short courses. The question is, now that we've done this, and now that we've moved into this word everybody uses, edifice. I never really knew the word until I moved back here, edifice. What are we going to do? So what we're planning to do is to leverage everything we've done and take it overseas. We worked with the School of Biomedical and Allied Health Sciences to develop a short course in genomics that the Vice Chancellor referred to. But we were not just going to provide it for folks in Ghana. And so, in fact, 2 months after doing that, we went to Nigeria and offered the same program to 75 professional allied health practitioners. So the focus of my talk is that WAGMC, what you see here, I don't really see a building. I see a cross-cutting platform that one can use to do good, not just in Ghana, but abroad. So in terms of short courses, we're already doing this by offering this course in Nigeria. We have begun internationalization of our programs. Our MSc program is internationally accredited. This last admission cycle, we had about 20% or 25% of our applicants were from outside Ghana. The Hemophilia Society of Nigeria has already contacted us for us to develop a short course in genetic counseling, not for sickle cell disease, but for hemophilia. And the lady you see there, Dipti Jain is one of the leading clinical physicians in sickle cell disease in India. And Dipti wants us to collaborate and develop a genetic counseling program, a 1-week program, because there's a very high incidence of sickle cell disease in India, but the education isn't there for people to understand who is at risk and who is not at risk. So our genetic counseling program is already gathering pace abroad. In terms of research, our flagship research program has been the Sickle Gen Africa project, and just to run through the numbers, it's the largest cohort study in the world. It just is. There are physicians, scientists in sickle cell disease, colleagues of mine who have come from Emory and Yale, and they will attest that, in fact, those numbers are pretty outstanding. We have began the first genome-wide study, a population-based genome-wide study for Ghanaians. This work we have done has gained global prominence. So this was a study that we did. I'm not going to bore with the details, but we studied in our cohort, coupled with studies in mice, were able to explain why sickle cell patients can get a condition called acute kidney injury. And the fact that that study was then commented on in a commentary in the publication called Blood really attests to the impact of that study. This slide is from colleagues from Novartis. Novartis is a huge, we have somebody from Novartis here. It's a huge company. And this is their slide on in vivo cure for sickle cell disease. We are part of that. We are working with Novartis to provide patient samples to understand what existing host response sickle cell patients have to the vectors that are being used to develop gene therapy for sickle cell disease. And we are not just at the table providing samples. In fact, when I visited Novartis, the title of this slide, this is how it was: In vivo cure for sickle cell disease, bench to bedside. And I reminded them that it's not just bench to bedside. The samples we are providing you are coming from sickle cell populations and communities. So I was able to convince Novartis to change their slide and to add bench to bedside to population. This is the impact a center like this can have to guide a multinational company to really rethink its paradigm in terms of its research. This has been mentioned. We established the Ghanaian Genome Project. And the GA Genome Project, really, I want to show what we did nationwide. We took a tour of Ghana. It was pretty fun, actually. We went to different parts of Ghana, and we did two main things: public lectures in partnership with other universities in Ghana, but more importantly, partnership with traditional leaders. So we coupled our tours with the festivals. We actually started here in Accra during Homowo of 2020, and then we went to Cape Coast, Afeshe, doing all these things to galvanize the traditional leaders for them to understand, because traditional leaders get issues brought to them all the time. And so if we can get a little bit of genetics into their thinking, then perhaps the rules that they give may be perhaps more informed, other than accusing people who have nothing to do with what people are suffering. I don't want to say anything about that. So we did GA Genome. And, you know, the GA Genome is already having a global impact. The last piece of the GA Genome project is we are doing this whole genome sequencing of children in Ghana with severe disorders. We are starting with 500 kids with sickle cell disease, and I'm going to embarrass the next person on this slide because you can all point and see him over there. This is Jeff Gruen, who is a top bioinformatician. And so Jeff is going to help us to sort out the sequencing. And Jeff, thank you for making all the way here from Yale to be part of this process. Even before we did the first sequencing, people had taken notice. Illumina organized a Genome Day in Nigeria, and we were invited to speak on the GA Genome Project even before we sequenced the first sample. And last year, Egypt, and Minister is here, I don't want to put you in a tight spot, but the slide you're looking at is the Egyptian Genome Project, the second one. There are more government officials on that stage than scientists. And this is because Egypt has taken a strategic position, the government, to invest in genome. And so all the people you see in military, they are all government. There were at least 20 ministers at the opening session. They have taken genome very, very seriously. It certainly is not too late for us. It is the government that invested in the African Centers of Excellence. There are 9 of them here in the country. There is no reason why there cannot be further investment, not just in genomics, but in all aspects, so that we can help the government and the population address critical issues that affect our population. So this is my last slide. I already said this to you. As beautiful as this building is, I don't see it as a building. I see this building as a cross-cutting platform for transformative work globally through education, research, and community and public engagement. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Fifi Oforiakwa. Indeed, WAGMC will make global impact. A round of applause for him once again. And so now we'll have a short musical interlude. In fact, it's a cultural display. And to do that, let's invite the Ghana Dance Ensemble. A round of applause for them as they come on stage.
Thank you.
Oh, let's do it better. This is beautiful. Wow. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen such a cultural performance as this. Oh, look, let's do it better for them. If you're new to the Ghanaian culture, of course, this is coming from the Gas, right? Yes. So we're going to move on with the program. And we're going to have some remarks from our guests of honor. Ladies and gentlemen, help me with a round of applause and invite onto the stage the Minister for Education, Dr. Osei Edichum.
Thank you. The Vice Chancellor in chair of this event, Nana Aba Apiamfo, Registrar of the University, the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Provost of School of Health, Chief of Staff of the Chehne, reps of La, Osu Mancha, my good friend, who has been very supportive for our education initiatives, the leader of WAGMC, Prof. Oforiata, invited guests, and ladies and gentlemen, as is said in Ghana, all other protocols duly observed. I didn't know about the protocols. I had forgotten about them after 26 years out of the country. Then I come back to say, you can't just do ladies and gentlemen, then move on. You get into trouble. You get into trouble. So I'm trying not to be in trouble with anyone here. So if you are ignored for some reason, please understand you are part of the all other protocols duly observed. It's indeed a great day here at University of Ghana. You know, when I come here as somebody who graduated from KUST, they always remind me that they are the premier university. And how do I challenge that when my boss, the president, went to this university? So when I come here, I don't argue with the fact that they are the premier university. And today they have shown us that truly they are the premier university. The kind of work that has been done here is just commendable. They need, from the time of the inception all the way to the construction of this facility, good work has been done. When I was sitting there and listening to the good prof going through the process that led to the construction of this facility, I said to myself, for how long do we continue to say to ourselves that nothing good can come from here? And I know we, the politicians, are the ones who have done this to ourselves when we always talk about the negative things. When we do the slash and burn politics and say that this government did nothing, then another government get a chance, the opposition can say they also did nothing, and Ghanaians are sitting down frustrated that nothing good is happening in this country. You can't tell me the project that began in 2022, finishing in 2024, is not something good for this country. So when I heard the leader talking about all the stuff he worked with and how he can call people at 2 a.m., I'm saying to myself, Ghana can do something great. And in fact, we're doing something great that we need to commend ourselves for. When he talked about the procurement, he was talking about somebody who followed the rules. 1.something million providing this edifice. Great work has been done. And I want to congratulate every one of you who was involved in this project. I think we need to celebrate the good thing that we have done, to give us the self-efficacy as a people that we can do more. But when we hear about all the negative things that procurement officers do, we don't get to celebrate the good work of these procurement officers. We don't get to celebrate the good work of these great contractors who did not wait for the certificate to be paid, went ahead to work so that the project will not stall. I commend you. I commend all the construction firms that were involved in this project. You give me great hope that the better days of Ghana is ahead of us and not behind us. And that together we can create a great nation, a nation that can participate in the fourth industrial revolution and emerge as leaders. Research that you are doing here, cutting-edge research. And I think when we do more of these things, we are putting our nation in a better place, in a place where in the coming years, the youth of this nation will take a cue and follow and do more than what we have done. So I derive great inspiration from this. And Prof, we commend you for your leadership. And Vice Chancellor, we are grateful for giving him the free hand to do the work that he did. And to every one of you who participated in this, I want to congratulate you on behalf of the President, that the center that began with the support of the government, helping you secure funding from the World Bank, you are using your resources very well. And you are demonstrating to Ghanaians that you can be good stewards of what is entrusted to your care. And that is what we are seeing today. I plead with the center and with government facilitation to do special outreach to the young ones. I don't want to see this center as a center where my children, your children, those of us who are elite get to benefit from. Let's do special outreach to Osu. Let's do special outreach to Choco. Go to Jamestown. How can we get the children one day to come here and become great geneticists? How can we ensure that we tap into that space and that community and make sure they too can come here one day? About 3 years ago, I took a trip to the Central Library at the close to the law school, and I met a group of children from Independent Avenue. They were there in the library studying. I just was fascinated by how respectful and how they were following instructions. I decided to adopt that class at the Independent Avenue. I followed up with a visit to the school. I met with the children. I met with their families. I donated uniforms, and I paid for the teachers to teach them during vacation. And at the end of their 3 years, they went to Presec and Brick Girls and all those top high schools. When we do outreach to these communities, we are showing them the way. When I recently invited students from Sempe, take them to Kimpiski for them to see Kimpiski, I wanted to open their minds to the possibilities that one day they too will go to Kimpiski and have a conference there. So this center, so beautiful, should have an outreach component, and the ministry will work with you. If you have to fund it, we'll fund it to bring the young ones here. So the future people that work in your space will not just be from the elite part of town, but they will be from everywhere. When you tap into the skills of all, then we are tapping from a larger pool of expertise. And that is why we change the course of history of our nation. Our high school education system is seeing a major transformation beginning this academic year. New courses have been introduced so that we can be part of the fourth industrial revolution. Today, as I speak with you, students have begun a course in biomedical sciences in high school, and they belong here. Those students, when linked up with you, motivated by you, will be your pipeline into this field. I don't want a situation where students who don't get into medical school are the ones who get to do biology. No, you have to catch them young. When they are determined that be geneticists, then what happens is that they are not applying to medical school. What they want to do is what you are telling them. And when we get those determined individuals, that is where you're going to create that pipeline into the research field. And that is how we change our country. A determined soul can do anything. That is why we are changing the coursework, we are motivating, we are encouraging. So beyond, these are the new courses, and some of them relate to your field. We want you to do an outreach, and we'll support with funding to bring those students here so that we can change their mindset. We're doing robotics, engineering, manufacturing engineering, aviation and aerospace, biomedical science, design communication technology, performing arts, Arabic, Spanish, and computer science. Performing arts, you saw the performance. Why is it that in high school we can do visual arts, but not performing arts? This year we have begun. Some selected schools are doing performing arts, because that is another way to really bring about creativity and ingenuity in the Ghanaian space. I believe that great things can be done here. In the next few days, the president will be appointing the first CEO of the National Research Fund. When that is done, we're going to create an environment where your work can be supported with funds from the government. The president is determined. that his agenda for the transformation of education, with a strong transformation of Ghana through education, will be fulfilled. Great work has been done, and more will be done through centers like this. When you take a country from 800,000 students in high school and they become 1.4 under your leadership, you ought to be commended. And I commend the President of the Republic. When you have a gender situation, before free senior high school, for every 100 boys, there were 68 girls in high school. Last year, for 100 boys, there were 106 girls in high school. Something good is happening. This center and this work is a clear demonstration of what is good about Ghana. And I want us to focus on that. God bless you and God bless our homeland Ghana.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Once again, a round of applause for him, for his commendations and recommendations to the WAGMC Center. Also soon, we've come almost to the end of the program because we're going to be unveiling the plaque much sooner. But we have a vote of thanks that is going to be given by the WAGMC Deputy Director of Academic and Social Affairs. Help me invite onto the stage Dr. Ama-Bene Akwesi Kuma. Do it better for her as she walks on stage. Very influential on the WAGMC story.
The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Nanaba Apia Amfo, all protocols observed. Distinguished guests, our revered traditional leaders, esteemed colleagues, students, and cherished members of our community. Today is truly a milestone in our shared journey toward transforming genetic medicine for the benefit of West Africa. As we celebrate the inauguration of the WAGMC Genetic Medicine Building, I am profoundly honored to express our deepest gratitude to all who have helped turn this vision into a reality. To our chairperson, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Nana Apia Amfo, we extend our heartfelt thanks. Your leadership and dedication to advancing scientific innovation and education have been pivotal to bringing WAGMC's vision to life. We are equally honored by the presence of our distinguished guest of honor, the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, whose commitment to fostering science and education has laid the foundation for WAGMC to flourish and create an enduring impact. To our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Gordon Awandari, thank you for sharing this momentous occasion with us. We also want to extend thanks to the Registrar, Mrs. Emilia Ejay Mensah, and to the Provost of College of Health Sciences, Professor Alfred Yorson, whose continuous support has been instrumental in our progress. To the Dean of School of SBAS, School of Biomedical and Allied Health Sciences, Professor Samuel Entry Boafo, and to all our esteemed deans, directors, and heads of departments. We are deeply appreciative of your presence and your commitment to WAGMC's success. We are especially grateful to the presence of our esteemed traditional leaders, the Osumanche, Noche Ni Norte Owo IV, to the powerful delegation from La Traditional Council. We have Ni Ajay Kofo IV, we have Ni Yomodin II, and then we have Ni Solomon Tete. We also want to express our profound thanks to Osajifo the Ochehin, who is ably represented by the Chief of Staff, Nana Chumesi Ankra. Your presence and wisdom, traditional leaders, reminds us of the profound connection between our heritage, our communities, and the science we pursue. Your support strengthens our mission and reaffirms our commitment to bringing the benefits of genetic medicine into every community in ways that honor the values and traditions that bind us together. Our deepest gratitude extends to our invaluable donors and project partners, the World Bank Group, the Association of African Universities, and the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. Your presence here underscores your commitment to our work, genetic medicine, especially in our context, which requires an ongoing commitment of collaboration and funding. The challenges of health disparities in genetics are vast, but with continued support from our partners, sponsors, and government allies, we believe that WAGMC can serve as a beacon of hope and progress, pioneering solutions tailored for the people of West Africa. A special recognition is due to the cornerstone of our center, our director, Professor Solomon Fifi Oforiakwa, whose vision, resilience, and relentless pursuit of excellence have brought WAGMC into new and impactful territories of research, education, and community collaboration. Through his leadership, we have not only raised the building, but have laid the groundwork for pioneering research and meaningful community engagement that will shape the future of genetic medicine in West Africa. To everyone who joined us today, including those connecting with us virtually, and to the distinguished guests, students, and friends of WAGMC, thank you for being part of this milestone. Let me end by acknowledging all those who worked tirelessly to make this day a success. To the architects, builders, staff, and faculty, whose dedication is visible in every detail of the space. And to everyone who has worked behind the scenes, Aiko. Together, we have laid the foundation for the future, where the promise of genetic medicine reaches every household, touching lives and empowering communities across West Africa. Thank you all for your commitment, your passion, and your belief in the transformative power of science, community, and collaboration. May this inauguration be just the beginning of even greater achievements of WAGMC for the University of Ghana and for all of West Africa. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amma Bene Akwesi Kuma. Round of applause for her once again as she takes a seat. We've come to a very critical point in the program where the plaque is about to be unveiled. Indeed, this is a historic moment. I'd kindly ask the Honorable Minister and the Vice Chancellor, along with all dignitaries in the front row, to kindly make their way to the entrance of the facility. I'd also ask that all other guests right here in the auditorium, as well as in the overflow, to remain seated. We'll have the privilege of watching the unveiling of the plaque right here on the screens. It's being streamed virtually. I'd ask our ushers to kindly help the dignitaries make their way to the entrance for the unveiling. Shall the rest of us kindly remain seated? We would have the pleasure of watching right here on the screens. Oh, maybe we can give them a round of applause for being here today. And a round of applause for yourselves as well. I mean, it's a weekday, we can be anywhere, but we decided to be here. It shows the importance that you give to WAGMC. Thank you very much for being here. And so now we would kindly watch the unveiling of the plaque right here on the screens. Make sure you enjoy. I believe the unveiling has been done. Maybe we can give it a round of applause as well. We've been doing a lot of clapping today, haven't we? So right now, the dignitaries as well as the Minister of Education and the Vice Chancellor are going to be going on a tour of the facility right now. But yes, once again, we have the privilege of watching right here on our screens. And so our technical team is going to show us a virtual representation of this entire facility. Make sure you enjoy once again.
Welcome to the WAGMC Genomic Medicine Building. This is a 2,600 meter square facility that has laboratories, classrooms, boardrooms, offices, and a wonderful auditorium. Thank you for joining me to tour this wonderful facility. Come on, let's go.
The Central Administration is equipped with a modern boardroom which can seat 25 meeting participants. It also has seating for 10 support staff. It has a walk-in table which makes it easy to distribute meeting materials. The collaboration room is a place where employees come to relax, meet colleagues, and receive visitors. It has 3 dining tables, a table to sit 8, and a section for games, where team members can take a break.
Regarding our teaching facilities, WAGMC has 2 well-furnished classrooms. Each classroom takes 40 students and more. Then we have the genetic counseling clinic. Currently, we conduct role plays and other training sessions from the clinic.
On the ground floor of the facility is a faculty hub where faculty members who visit the center to teach can sit to prepare for lectures and carry out other official businesses.
Then we have the 200-seater, ultra-modern and highly envied auditorium that supports large class teaching and learning activities, and from where we also celebrate the achievements of our students.
The WAGMC Genomic Medicine Building houses 2 state-of-the-art laboratories measuring about 200 square meters in size. These 2 labs located in both wings of the building are equipped with state-of-the-art equipment which facilitate an array of wet and dry lab experiments.
To your right, you find the protein lab. And to your left, you will find the genomic lab. Now, the protein lab has a teleca-nerve analyzer, which is used for analyzing proteins. We also have a laser setup, which consists of the well wash, the incubator, and then the microplate reader, capillaries, 2-flex piercing, auto-analyzer. WAGMC has a second laboratory located on the left wing of the building. Within this laboratory, you will find automatic DNA extractor. We also have a setup which is made up of a heat block, refrigerated centrifuge. We do have 2 sets of PCR setups, thermocycler, a power pack, gel casting trays, and then gel tanks. We also do have a gel dock image for visualizing these gels. We do have DNA, RNA, UV cleaner box. We do also have quality checking mechanisms. We do have a cubic 4 fluorometer. We also have a nano drop spectrophotometer. We also have real-time PCR. We also have avidity water purifying system. We have a hybridization oven. We have next generation sequencer, 550 sequencer.
The Next 6550 provides a cutting-edge platform for high-throughput genomic sequencing and data-intensive research.
WAGMC also have a biorepository located on the left wing of the building on the ground floor. Within this biorepository, we have 2 horizontal chest freezers, -80 chest freezers, and also have 3 vertical or upright chest freezers, which are also -80. 2 of the horizontal chest freezers and 1 vertical or upright freezer is full of samples, and this contains samples from our Sickle Gen Africa project. Approximately 7,000 patient samples from 3 countries are in these freezers. The countries are Ghana, Nigeria, and Tanzania. Within Ghana, the samples are from Kumasi and Accra, and within Nigeria, they are from Kano, Abuja, and Lagos, and in Tanzania, the samples are from Dar es Salaam. We have a monitoring system that sends signals to us remotely to our phones, even when we are home. As soon as the freezers go off and the temperatures start climbing up, this system sends signals to us that something is wrong.
For teaching and research activities to go on without any form of interruption, there needs to be constant flow of power. That is why the WAGMC Genomic Medicine Building is wired in 2 forms. So we have the raw power, which we get directly from the electricity company of Ghana that runs through the central distribution system into the building. We also have the clean power, which is wired through a central UPS system that gives us a 30-minute backup power should there be an event of lights out. This then gives us the opportunity to put on our standby generator, which has a capacity of 100 kVA that is able to power all equipment in the whole facility. The facility runs a surveillance system that comprises of about 30 CCTV cameras, as well as access control systems that are positioned strategically at various openings and spaces in the building that regulates the movement of people in and out of the facility. All these are complemented by 2 day guards and 2 night guards from the University of Ghana Security. The facility has a 20,000 liter water storage system with a twin 2 horsepower water pump that ensures that there's constant flow of water within the facility. The facility is also complemented by a water purification system within the laboratory that ensures that there's clean water for laboratory work. The building is well equipped with fire suppression systems, fire extinguishers at vantage points, smoke detectors, a hydrant that helps in the event of fire, boosted by the Ghana water pipelines. Right at the entrance, we have 2 dedicated ramps for persons with disability. All washrooms have dedicated stalls for persons with disability as well. The WAGMC Genomic Medicine Building has a central elevator system that aids persons with disability to access all floors. There are 3 stairways positioned strategically within the building, at the central core, the left and the right wings, respectively. This is also complemented by 3 emergency exits to aid in evacuation situations.
The new WAGMC Genomic Medicine Building is equipped with advanced technology to enhance cutting-edge research and global collaboration. The key IT infrastructure includes a dedicated fiber line with an internet speed of 1 gigabit per second, Cisco PoE Plus switches, 12 ubiquity access points ensuring seamless internet connectivity. The Poly X50 video conferencing system enables global communication, while multifunctional printers streamline our document management. Classrooms, boardroom, and the auditorium are enhanced with smart screen for interactive learning. The auditorium boasts a DMX lighting system, acoustic ceilings, ceiling speakers, and a dedicated control room for a professional audiovisual production.
We've come to the end of the virtual tour. This state-of-the-art facility is poised to address the significant gap in genetics research in Africa. Thank you for joining me on this tour.
Thank you very much to WAGMC team for putting this together. And thank you all for being here today. My name is Judith Brown. I'm a broadcast journalist with TV3, a voice of artists and master of ceremonies as well. And I'm glad to have done this with you this morning. It's already afternoon. But important news, there's lunch for everyone. I'd like you all to kindly remain seated. Our ushering team is going to usher each and everyone out of the building to the reception grounds. Thank you so much once again for being here, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.